Vasishta said. Thereupon I said to Bhusunda, "Marvellous indeed is this, your autobiography, O Lord. Blessed indeed are they who can behold you. You are like a second creator. Rare indeed are people like you. I have earned great merit by seeing you. May you continue to be blessed. Give me leave to depart." O Ram, on hearing this, Bhusunda worshipped me, and in spite of my remonstrances, accompanied me for some distance, holding my hand tightly in a gesture of friendship. Then we parted, and parting of friends is indeed a difficult event. All this was in the previous Krita age, and now it is Trita age. Such is the story of Bhusunda, O Ram. You too practice the pranayama described by Bhusunda and endeavour to live like him. Rama asked, "Lord, by the rays of light shed by you, the gloom of darkness has vanished. We are all spiritually awakened. We are delighted. We have entered into our own self. We are your own replica, as it were, having known what there is to be known." So it seems just hearing about pranayama seems to have done the trick. The point I was making about pranayama was, as it appeared in the Yoga Vasishta, is that it ultimately led to self-enquiry. So pranayama is a practice which helps bring the attention under control, and at a particular point in that practice there's a possibility for the attention to then realize itself. And there are many things you can do to create this opportunity. I've mentioned the exercises of Douglas Harding, or listening to silence, for example. Just sitting practice is another one. The point is, you're brought to the point of self-enquiry. You're brought to the point where you can fruitfully pursue self-enquiry, or you can pursue self-enquiry and give yourself the best chances for success. And if you've got a lot of time to devote to your spiritual practice, the main part of that time will be the practice of self-realization, study of scripture, but you might also take on board other practices like pranayama or other kind of mind work. Why not? Well, I would just say you always have to be careful with other so-called spiritual practices, which are really only mind work, that you don't get caught up in the notions or philosophies behind them. In that inspiring account of Bhusunda that you narrated, you made mention of a body which has 3 pillars, 9 gates, etc. Pray tell me, how did it arise in the first place? How does it exist, and who dwells in it? And this is exactly my point. Rama's question here is exactly my point. We heard the account begin with talk of a body which is 3 pillars, 9 gates, etc. So you start getting caught up in these notions and the different meridians or psychic channels or channels of vital energy, and what they all mean and what they all do, and the benefits of doing this kind of pranayama or that kind of pranayama. And certainly in the case of Bhusunda, the whole point was his longevity. This was the obvious benefit to practicing pranayama, and longevity has got no interest to the spiritual practitioner. And yet you often get spiritual practices extolled as enhancing longevity. What do we want that for? It's just another kind of craving, isn't it? A subtle craving, which is somehow regarded as virtuous. And Vasishta nips this question of Rama's in the bud. O Ram, this house known as the body has not been made by anyone, in fact. It is only an appearance, like the 2 moons seen by one suffering from diplopia. The moon is really only one. The duality is optical illusion. The body is experienced to exist only when the notion of a physical body prevails in the mind. It is unreal, but since it appears to be when the notion arises, it is considered both real and unreal. This is a hard one, isn't it? The body is only notional, you'll say, but I can see it, there it is there. When you look into it though, what we consider the body is only notional. And this has been covered before, so I won't go into it again. I'll just point out though, a lot of traditional yoga assumes the reality of the body. Dreams are real during the dream state, though they are unreal at other times. Ripples are real when they seem to exist, not at other times. Even so, the body is real when it is experienced as a real substance. It is only an illusory appearance, even though it appears to be real. The notion of I am this body arises in relation to what is truly a piece of flesh with bones, etc., because of a mental predisposition. It is an illusion. Abandon this illusion. There are thousands of such bodies which have been brought into being by your thought force. When you are asleep and dreaming, you experience a body in it. Where does that body arise or exist? While daydreaming, you imagine you are in heaven, etc. Where is that body? When all these have ceased, you engage yourself in diverse activities, playing different roles. Where is the body with which you do these? When you besport with your friends and enjoy their company in self-forgetful delight, where does that body abide? You're not thinking about the body at all. How many times have we got from one place to another without realising how we got there? The body didn't come into it at all. Only in subsequent explanations do we tell the story of the body. Thus, O Ram, the bodies are but the products of the mind. Hence they are regarded as real and unreal. Their conduct is determined by the mind. They are non-different from the mind. And you might say, yes, but there's something special about this body. This is the body that I keep coming back to. When I'm dreaming, I wake up, this is the body I come back to. When I'm daydreaming, this is the body I come back to. When I'm talking or walking and I think about it, this is the body I come back to. So surely this body is the real body and all the others are imaginary bodies. Well, not at the time. When you're in your dream body, it's possible to have memories of your previous bodies. It's possible to be awareness of that, to have awareness of that body. It's possible to wake up in a dream and come back to your dream body. And when this body goes, perhaps there's another body that we come back to, which is the real body, or which we'll start thinking of the real body. So the point is, this real body is as much a notion as all the rest of them. We are in a condition whereby for a while we keep coming back to this body. But that's the nature of bodies. They are things we keep coming back to. Or they are notions that we keep coming back to.